Imagine spending your entire adult life under a microscope where even the way you color an Easter egg is analyzed for hidden trauma. For most parents, a video of their kids running through the grass with bunny ears is just a sweet memory for the digital scrapbook. But when your name is Meghan Markle, that same video becomes a strategic battleground in a global PR war. Over the last 72 hours, the Duchess of Sussex didn't just share a peek at her family's Easter. She dropped a meticulously curated manifesto for her new lifestyle brand, as ever, and in doing so, she managed to reignite a debate that has divided the internet into two very loud, very angry camps. We aren't just looking at a holiday celebration, we are looking at the opening shot of the Sussex's 2026 rebranding, and the fallout has been anything but peaceful. The factual reality of this Easter drop is a study in lifestyle branding meets royal duty. On Sunday, while the rest of the royal family was walking into St. George's Chapel in Windsor, Meghan was hitting upload on a series of candid, sun-drenched videos from Montecito. The clips show 4-year-old Archie and 4-year-old Lilibet in what can only be described as a quiet luxury version of a holiday. We saw Archie focused on a spinning egg decorating device, very high-tech, very Californian kid, and Lilibet wandering barefoot in a floral dress, clutching a stuffed bunny. There was even a moment of Meghan herself hunting for eggs in the family's chicken coop. But the most significant part wasn't the eggs, it was the As Ever watermark. Meghan has officially rebranded her American Riviera Orchard project to As Ever, a move she says was inspired by her desire to move beyond regional products and into a global partnership with Netflix. This Easter post wasn't just a greeting, it was a product demo for the intentional life she's about to sell us on our TV screens. The public reaction to this Montecito magic has been a total Rorschach test for the internet. On one side, you have the Sussex squad, who are hailing this as the ultimate proof of a happy, grounded life away from the toxic royal fold. Viral clips of Lilibet's bunny ears are being shared with captions about freedom and joy. But the other side of the internet, the side that hasn't forgotten the last 4 years of headlines, is being much more cynical. The social media debate has taken a surprisingly dark turn, with critics labeling the videos sad and isolated. The primary complaint? That there were no other kids in the frame. People are comparing the lonely Montecito garden to the images of the whale's children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, surrounded by extended family and cheering crowds in Windsor. It's a fascinating, if somewhat unfair, critique. Is a private, quiet Easter isolated, or is it just private? This situation escalated because the timing was almost too perfect to be an accident. By releasing these intimate family moments at the exact time the world was watching Kate Middleton's triumphant return to Easter service after her health battles, Meghan created a direct split-screen effect. It forces the audience to choose between two versions of royalty, the traditional, public-facing institution in the UK and the modern, influencer-driven brand in the US. Context from past controversies, like the Jam rollout or the various Netflix documentaries, makes this feel like another chapter in the dueling calendars saga. Every time the palace makes a move, Montecito has a counter-move, and this Easter was no different. At Original Commentary and Analysis, what does this say about influencer culture in 2026? It says that privacy is now the most valuable product you can sell. Meghan and Harry have built a brand on the idea of protecting their children's privacy, yet they are the ones who control the leak. By sharing these videos where the kids' faces are mostly obscured or filmed from behind, they are practicing selective transparency. They give the audience just enough closeness to feel like they are part of the inner circle without actually giving up the anonymity they claim to cherish. It's a brilliant, if controversial, marketing strategy. It affects their reputation by positioning them as the alternative royals, the ones who trade crowns for, as ever, marmalade and grounded gardening. Maintain a conversational tone, but let's talk about the reputation risk here. While the As Ever rebrand and the Netflix partnership are massive business moves, the constant comparison to the whale's family is a double-edged sword. When the public starts calling your children's Easter lonely, you've lost control of the wholesome narrative. This is the danger of the lifestyle influencer path. When you turn your private life into a brand, you invite the public to treat your children like characters in a story. And characters get critiqued. We have to clearly separate the confirmed details from the online theories. It is a confirmed fact that Meghan has rebranded her business to As Ever. It is a confirmed fact that Netflix is a partner in this venture. The online theories, however, are getting out of hand. There are wild speculations about why the children are always filmed from behind, with some corners of the internet reviving old, debunked rumors about their biological origins. There is zero evidence for any of these claims, but the fact that they are resurfacing shows just how toxic the discourse around this family has become. Another theory suggests that this joyful Easter post was a deflection tactic to distract from rumors of tension between Meghan and the Netflix executives, rumors that haven't been substantiated but continue to circulate. +1. The pacing of this story has been dynamic, moving from the factor of a toddler in bunny ears to the ouch factor of a global backlash in less than 24 hours. The analytical tone of the as-ever announcement, with Meghan talking about cooking, crafting, and gardening, feels very different from the punchy, dramatic headlines about the royal rift. It shows a woman who is trying to pivot from duchess to doyenne, and the world is currently refusing to let her make that transition quietly. This leads us to a bigger industry question. Is the ex-royal influencer a sustainable business model? Can you sell a lifestyle brand based on joy and peace when your brand is inextricably linked to the most famous family feud in history? The future impact of this as-ever launch will tell us a lot about whether the public is ready to see Meghan Markle as a Martha Stewart figure, or if they will always see her through the lens of the royal rebel. The unresolved tension is the Australia tour. Later this month, Harry and Meghan are heading down under for a series of engagements. They've already confirmed the children are staying behind in California. This will undoubtedly trigger a new wave of parenting critiques and separation headlines. The upcoming response possibility is that we might see a more humanized Meghan in her Sydney event, potentially addressing the backlash or the isolation comments directly to regain the moral high ground. Ultimately, Meghan Markle's Easter post wasn't just about Archie and Lilibet. It was about the as-ever promise, the idea that she is, as she has always been, a woman who loves her home and her family. But in the world of 2026, where every peak is a pivot, the question remains, can she ever just be a mom on a holiday, or is the royal tag a permanent filter that no one, not even a Netflix partner, can turn off? Do you think the isolation criticism is fair, or are people just looking for a reason to be mad at a family enjoying a quiet holiday?